And now it's time to kickflip on into the news, and we're starting off with a banger here. Street Fighter Classic NFTs coming to Wax January 20th. This is awesome for all my millennials out there who loved button smashing Street Fighter back in the old Nintendo days. It's coming, guys. It's coming, and I know there is some super nostalgic millennials like myself who will be all over this, who will be picking up some of these kick-ass NFTs. I even liked the Street Fighter movie that got a lot of bad press, the Jean-Claude Van Damme Street Fighter movie. I loved that movie. I don't care how bad the reviews are. I loved it, and I want you all to check it out. And you know what I think is also going to be awesome is the Street Fighter NFTs that are coming in hot. What a way to start the news. I'm super stoked on it. That's going to be coming in a big way on the Wax Network here soon. Pretty excited for that. FF3 wants filmmakers to finance movies with NFTs. I think this is huge. This is like Kickstarter for films, like you buy a piece of the movie before it's made, and your contributions by way of buying an NFT will help fund the film. And you can, depending on how many NFTs you own, can be a contributing member of this film, and then that takes it to the next level. Is like whenever the film finally comes out, you at a grassroots level will be so enthusiastic about the movie because you own a piece of it that you not only will see it in theaters, you will encourage your friends, families, uncles, stepbrothers to come see it with you. They're going to pull you out of the dryer and check out the movie you invested in. And I think this is a huge next step. I remember it was Quentin Tarantino was talking about it during NFT New York, how if he had just broken up pieces of Pulp Fiction and crowdsourced it, he might be able to own a larger piece of that movie than he does currently, whereas Miramax owns 100% of it, right? So I think this is great. This is going to solve a problem and get audiences reinvigorated into the indie film movement. We're right now in a blockbuster film period where these large cinematic masterpieces are being made that all cost $300-400 million a piece, and they need to have $100 million marketing budgets because, of course, they need to have a $100 million marketing budget if they're going to make up for the $300 million expense they made on the movie. And so because these movies are getting so big, it's becoming increasingly impossible for these small indie films to come out, right? To get enough funding. It's actually crazy that like movie studios view a cheaper film as a higher risk. They're like, well, I don't know if we should spend $10 million on this film. It'd be better if we spent $100 million on this film. That will make us money. It's kind of counterintuitive, but that's the way it currently is. And so I think this is going to be a really awesome step forward. It'll let filmmakers just make an NFT that could be storyboards or script sketches or something that will then help them crowdsource money to make the film they really want to make. And then also at the same time, get input from the audiences about what they like, what they dislike, what they want to see more of, and what they're not interested in before they even start shooting the thing. Normally, you have to shoot the movie already, then have test screenings. And then at the test screenings, you have to clean the pie off your face to find out how bad it was. And then you got to go into reshoots. How great would it be if you knew before you even shot the thing that you're like, oh, it turns out the audiences don't like this actor, they like this actor. Or it turns out the whole third act was wrong. They would rather it be a car chase or whatever. The sky's the limits here, but this is going to be awesome market research. It's going to be more grassroots movements in film. I am a huge film guy. And so this really excites me in a lot of ways. So another awesome piece of news in the NFT space that tells me in many ways we're not too late. We've only just begun. Imagine once films get into this stuff, people. This is huge. This is absolutely huge. What else we got here? How music NFTs could disrupt the music industry. I can tell you right now, cut out these nasty music contracts where the big bleeding mouth capitalist music industries like own 50% of your CD sales and like own all your Spotify, to have these 360 deals where you have to do all these interviews and all of these podcasts just so they can line their pockets with more money and the artists get paid pennies on the dollars. I think we decentralize all of these contracts, and through musical NFTs, we are A, giving these artists a platform to make money, and B, cutting out these nasty contracts that's held a lot of artists down. I'll remind you of the artist formerly known as Prince, you know, how he had to go through that whole process. He couldn't even keep his name because the contract said that the record label owned it. And then let's talk about Britney Spears right now. She's finally free. Britney's free. We excited? I mean, she's posting nudes on Instagram, but she's free. She's allowed to do that now. So I think it's going to be most excellent for the cryptocurrency space. Not just that, but for the music industry as a whole. It will make it so that these young artists who might be apprehensive to participate in the music industry because of how it's been over the years, that'll finally invigorate them and encourage them to interact with the space, because it's more streamlined, it's more friendly, it's decentralized, and it'll help them increase the total amount of value they can see for their hard work. It's kind of a bummer. They put all that work and all that blood, sweat, and tears into their music only to make someone else rich, and they're still living on the streets trying to make ends meet. So that's why I think the whole NFT space has been super incredible for artists in general. You know, these street artists, these doodleists, these extraordinarily creative people who are barely getting enough to buy top ramen are now getting a couple ETH each for their pictures, and are allowed to turn their lives around completely. So thank you, NFTs. And I can't wait to see what encouraging things you're going to do for the music industry here soon. And lastly, NFT sales and blockchain games continue to grow despite the recent market slump. This is all on the back of the metaverse, you know, of Web3. You know, so if we work backwards here, Web3 is essentially the metaverse. It'll just be a three-dimensional, decentralized, interactive web space. And so the metaverse is trying to do that. And the tokenomics and the interactions that will take place in the metaverse will be NFT gaming based mechanisms, for a lack of a better phrase. And so, of course, the NFTs and NFT gaming sales and blockchain game sales continue to grow because the metaverse, and aka the Web3 space, is still so undefined, is still frothy with growth potential, and it's all stepping stones leading up to that. So NFT games is just a stepping stone to the metaverse, and the metaverse is just a stepping stone to what could potentially be Web3 in the future. Begun. The next thing I want to talk about are my NFTs. That's right, the Fun Uncle NFTs are live, and we've got some updates. The first of which is the first riddle has been solved. That's right, Llama got in there quick, solved the cipher, figured out the riddle, emailed me the answer, and bam, I have already sent the first reward out. So there are 4 more riddles available between now and NFT Las Vegas. You do not want to miss out on these prizes, and the only way to win them is by buying an NFT. So go to OpenSea today and pick up one of the Fun Uncle League loungers. But if money is tight, don't you worry, because right now on Twitter, I have a giveaway. I am giving away one of these prizes that is available for prizes. So I'm giving one of these NFTs that is available for prizes for free on the Twitter. All you got to do is follow, like, retweet, and tag 3 friends. I could not make this easier for you. Just hop on over the Twitter. Of course, the links are down below in the description. You don't want to miss out on this. I'm giving away another one of these NFTs on July 23rd. So tune in, check it out, get the NFT, unlock the riddle, solve it, email me, and bam, I'm going to send you some prizes. And of course, I can't wait to see all of you at NFT Las Vegas in March 22nd through the 23rd. So it's exciting stuff. It's finally happening. All the pieces are coming together. And if you want to win one of these prizes, just pick up an NFT. It's super easy. I could not have made it easier for you. And if those of you who are unaware, I have an in-depth description video that I'm going to play right now. The Fun Uncle League Loungers are 200 unique tropical-themed NFTs that are packed full of unlockable content. access to exclusive events, airdrops of free NFTs, and a digital download of my first book, Fun Uncle: Common Sense for the Greater Good. But I know why you're all really here. You want to hear about the $500 in Ethereum prizes I'm making available to my true diehard fans. And all you gotta do is follow the links within the unlockable content, and you'll find a series of riddles. First one to solve any one of these riddles and email me the answer, you're gonna win the prize. I'm making 5 of these prizes available between now and NFT Las Vegas, March 22nd through the 25th. Now, if money is tight, don't worry, because I'll be giving away free NFTs on my Twitter page throughout the contest dates that are also available for prizes. What's more is all of you who continue to hold my NFTs will have an opportunity to win a free airdrop of my next batch of NFTs in the second quarter of this year. If this project is a success, I will continue to grow the prize pool as we go. Hop on over to OpenSea today, and I look forward to seeing you all at NFT Las Vegas this March.